So they'll be calling you a radical. So the greatest piece of shit in human history, the greatest criminal in human history, ask those guys on the Reagan. Turned 60. He's having a big super spreader party up at Kitty Buntport, the Hamptons. Oh no, he's a Martha Vineyard guy. Not to make you fucking throw up. So this is who he is. Barack Obama is the 2021 Utah Jazz. I found that at the thrift store for $1. They should have paid me. That's who he is. Best record in basketball? Doesn't like that. Prima donna? He needs to take his fucking Nobel Prize back. Second biggest derelict criminal in human history? Donald J. Trump. Fukushima, 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 Fukushima. So the big story, the Chief Joseph Dam, that's what they used to call it, today had 300. It was peak day yesterday. Day before, it's peak week. 10-year means 15,000 a day. 20-year means 15,000. 10-year mean is 4,000 a day. That's 300. That's 15,000 for the year. 10 years ago, before Fukushima, dying at sea, dying at sea. All this litigation flying around, dying at sea, dying at sea. Oh, hot temperature, no, dying at sea. Oh, they're hot. So, a dumber, who, there's a lot of talk about whistleblowers right now. You know, Bush threw a bone at the end. You know, opened it up on, remember Obama and his Lilly Ledbetter act? What a fraud. What a fraud. He put Megan Rice, an 85-year-old nun, in prison for life. He hung Aaron Swartz, 35 years for right there. The elitist at MIT. The endowment, Laura's, snow job, right there at Martha's Vineyard. So the mayors come out, the governors come out, and went off on Obama. And I like his 60th birthday. My brother's exact birthday is his, to the same day. So I remembered it. What a piece of shit. And all you lefties that are still on your knees for him, Fukushima, Fukushima, make it so. Make it so. This is a direct quote, Barack Obama. This is his publicists out. There's two of his people out with books now. They're saying, he said this, not a quote, he said, who knew one of my strongest suits would be killing people? Oh, he meant it. Saved by zero. So I want you to think about this. In his $15 million mansion. God. I talked to some islanders that have fled, found some 7th generation whalebone carvers. So they fled Hawaii because of Fukushima. Talk to any islander about Barack Obama. Oh, they hate him with a passion. So the nuclear bailout, which is Biden, which is Trump, which is, you need to call Dianne Feinstein. All you Californians, you need to call her. Her last act, and I'll tell you why. It's important. And I had a conversation with her lead staffer, a long one today. And I'm like, listen, she's on the way out the door. She's the only U.S. senator since the State Secrets Act got thrown down in late 2013 who's even mentioned the word Fukushima. Says they classified it. She said in a hearing, what's this bailout on nuclear energy? She said this before. What are you just setting up for another Fukushima? So I said, her last legacy is going to be saving Diablo Canyon. She says, that's a good point. I says, if this port gets through, it'll be saving Diablo Canyon. Barack Obama, the greatest pro-nuclear ever lived, till Trump came. That'd be, God, what? So, you know the gay hair ceremony I go to every year? I have my event out at the hangar right here. Cold floating paper cranes. You don't believe it? Ask Caroline Kennedy. She caught on a hot mic. She says, my dad would spit in his face. I tried to rent a car today. You can't rent a car. I mean, I'm for real. There isn't one available. I'm like, really? I don't know how I'll get out there. I'll figure it out. I mean, it's always something, ain't it? They're all over, ain't they? So, I want you to think about this piece of shit Obama, his big house and his 60th party, Spielberg, Oprah Winfrey walking out of the Chicago. She's going to go donate to children in Africa while she walks over the dead bodies out of her apartment. The murder capital of the world, Chicago. Do you think Eisenhower would have built a big house and had a big party on his 60th? Think John Kennedy would have? You want to go all the way back? You think Hoover would? That brings me to Hoover. Herbert Hoover. August 7th, 1945. Never in the history of humanity, never in the history of warfare, never in the history of any nation has any military machine ever indiscretionally mass murdered women and children. It revolts my soul. He was one of the most fierce anti-nukers in the history of mankind. Dorothy Day, true man, true man, true man. Real true man. I hope the vaporized bodies come across in the newly discovered jet stream and sucks up into your head and it kills you. You think Hoover would have had a big 60th party like this, a super spreader event? All you lefties that are still on your freaking knees for him. He lost 12 Senate seats. Remember, they had a super majority. That's 60, the Democrats, on the anti-war vote against Bush. Dumb. Obama, dumber. Trump, dumbest. And then remember Teddy got brain cancer? Liz Warren's got that seat, but remember what's his name then? He was in Playgirl. That piece of shit won. There's something else. The cover-up of Fukushima is Barack Obama's baby, his crown and jewel, which is the greatest crime in human history. Trump perpetuated the lie. I like Trump. Open the door, Sister Susie, Auntie Jim. Martin Luther, don't let that motherfucker in. Someone's knocking at the door. Someone's ringing the bell. Do me a favor. Open the door. Let him. He's raising millions and millions of dollars for that. Stop the steal. And now it's been reported he kept every penny of it. Never did any of it for recounting. Well, that's what he was up to. That's what people run for politics anymore. They don't run, ask not what my country can do for thee, me, we. No, it's me. It's run for office, so see what this country can loot for me. I see. Tis of thee. Fucking. So, Dana Dunford's site's been taken down, I see. This is important for activists. I have no clue why, but it's a tragedy. I mean, there's a lot of historic footage there. I could see blocking. Okay, if you're mad, whatever, you break rules, can't put up videos for a while. Okay, or individual video, but take the whole site down. There's some historical, so I hope he has it all backed up. This is important for activists, and I know. He's in Canada. They have no First Amendment. Of course, neither do we. The Patriot Act. Fuck. What they've done to truth tellers. What they ask Aaron Swartz. Ask Megan fucking Rice. Whistleblowers. Barack Obama did all that. He turned 60. Trump even worse. Figurative speech versus literal speech. Used to be in my class. A lecture I used to give. What used to call it? Horizontal fuck versus vertical fuck. Right on my chalkboard. It's important. You cannot literally attack someone. I don't believe in violence, by the way. They do. Barack Obama does. Trump does. Joe Biden does. All these CIA, I don't believe in violence. Never did. Bobby Kennedy, he just breeds other. I don't believe in it. You can say, figuratively, it's ruled by the United States Supreme Court over and over and over. A YouTube video click is published. It falls under literature copyright. Look it up. Elizabeth Warren taught me this. I stood on the stage at the news school back in the day before Fukushima happened. The United Supreme Court ruled it's digital. Digital copyright mirrors publish literature copyright. Under literature copyright rules in the United States, been ruled over and over in the United States, you can use figurative speech. Like this whole administration, the nuclear industry is a bunch of criminals there. The whole industry need to be round up and fucking hung. That's literal speech. Figuratively, when you physically attack somebody, call out their name and say, I want. When we talk about a president, which has been ruled over, you're talking a philosophy, you're talking a political apparatus, or you're talking years. When you talk Obama, you're talking the Obama years. I'm talking about him personally, his party turning 60. But a president, when he uses names, becomes a philosophy. He becomes a thumbprint of a time and a place, politically. Obama said, make it so in the inside the Situation Room. That's just a fact. Do I wish harm on the guy? No. Does he wish harm on me? Yeah. Yeah. Did Mike Lee kick me out of Medicaid, literally try to kill me? Yep. Did Obama try to kill me? Yep. He covered up Fukushima. He's responsible for the mass murder of so many. He admits it. Who knew one of my strongest suits would be killing people? You know what I did for my 60th birthday? I'd like to see this punk try that. I did 60 push-ups right there. But it was COVID. Nobody around. We had a big party planned at Nick's in San Diego. Didn't happen. He's going to have a super spreader event. I wonder if Bongo and Slash, those freaks who stole Bongo's trousers, will be there. Bruce Springsteen, who turned coat. I bet Sir Richard Branson shows up. I'll bet freaking Bezos goes. Do you think Hoover would have had a party like that? Do you think George Washington would have had a party? Think Abraham Lincoln? By the way, I'm a direct descendant of Abraham Lincoln. And Alexander Hamilton, my bloodlines. You think those guys? You think Eisenhower? You think Kennedy? You think even Nixon, the old Winter White House, would have had a party like this? I don't think W would have done it. I know he wouldn't have. The decadence of usury. They don't run politics anymore for the people. They run for fame and fortune. Kissinger's puppet. What is he, 106? Most disgusting criminal human being. He makes Hitler look like a church mouse. He makes Genghis Khan look like a fucking choir boy. He's responsible for the mass murder of freaking billions of creatures. The Great Pacific Genocide. He's the guy that covered it up. 32 ships were sent in the back. And by the way, if I had a publicist, if a publicist would sit down with me, a publicist, and we wrote a book about this, Fukushima, My Path, it'd probably be the best-selling book of all time. For real. The knowledge I have inside my head, that thing, everything on this whole path, if a publicist would sit down with me and we put this thing together, probably be the best-selling book in fucking world history. It's just the greatest event in human history. The greatest crime in human history. Barack Obama, St. Patrick's Day. Dick Cheney's cousin, his mother Stanley, Whitey from Kansas, who died young of cancer, no respect. Well, Beau Biden dies. Joe has no respect. Say it ain't so, Joe. You're really going to bail out the very killers that killed your son. Say it ain't so. Trump, fuck, that's a whole nother freak show. No respect. St. Patrick's Day, 2011. The plume is coming over to us. The experts tell us it is not dangerous. From Japan, this hydrogen blast, which he knew were full-blown. I've read the transcripts. I have the transcript inside the Situation Room. I have it. Make it so. We're going to keep you abreast for everything I know you will know. His family was already in Argentina and South America. He flew out that afternoon. He knew the plume was going on. He made Gina McCarthy, who crashed Radnet, now is the climate czar. It's the greatest crime in human history. The salmon in the Columbia River smoke, they're down 99% in 10 years. Tide pool's down 99% in 10 years. Cancer rate's up 40% in the U.S. in 10 years. The heat bubble of the West, just full blown out nuclear fucking meltdowns. You don't give a fuck. Happy birthday, fuckhead. You're 60th. You don't believe in violence. I do. Excuse me. I don't believe in violence. You do. I don't believe in violence. Never have. They do. Yeah, remember, he's an athlete playing basketball. I'll play him. I'll play him. I'm 5'7". I'll spot him freaking 15 at a game to 12. I'll tell you what, Obama, here's your bet. We'll play a game of Barnyard 21. I'll spot you 11. Basketball. I'm older than you. If I beat you, you admit the cover-up of Fukushima. If you beat me, go ahead and Aaron Swartz me and hang me. Put a fucking orange scarf around my neck. Get more jaws. He said he used to like sit in the Situation Room inside the White House. He had TVs in. He actually physically liked to watch the droning and the murder. Ask Chelsea Bradley Manning. Ask Joan Assange. Fuck. Greatest criminal. The greatest crime in human history. The cover-up of the greatest event in human history. Marie Antoinette, and then Trump fucking carry on, my wayward son. He perpetuates the fucking greatest lie in human history. He turns 60. What a fucking dirtbag. I'm running out of can to kick. Let's go Eddie Money. I don't know what happened to Dunford site, but it pisses me off. We need an attorney because there's some historic footage in those videos. It's one thing to strike him out. It's okay, we're going to no more videos up for a while, whatever. Look at the stuff that's on YouTube. Look at the slanderous attacks against me. Those guys are all set. People physically trying to kill me, attacking me. Those guys are still there. And I'm in AML leukemia, the critical condition almost behind it. Mike Lee kicks me off Medicaid while I'm in a bone marrow transplant after I exhausted $1 million. Call Senator Feinstein. She's our hope. She's our hope. California will be nuclear free unless they get this bill out. This is going to happen the next day or two. So call her office. I had a really great conversation with their lead staffer today. I used to be friends with Barbara Boxer's lead staffer. And then, of course, I used to be friends with all the staffers and Kamala Harris, her mother, the epidemiologist at Livermore. Why don't she stand up? She's the tiebreaker. Wouldn't that be something that comes down to that? And she says, no. I mean, she's the one that we got sitting up for shut down. If they get this $60 billion through, the backdoor bailout is going to save that piece of shit Diablo Canyon. Fuck Mothers for Peace, all that work they've done. Poor dead in Ohio. By the way, that famous picture, Mothers for Peace, Jane, that's her standing next to me. That's her. Excuse me, Linda. All that work Jane and Linda did, talk about they deserve Nobel Prizes. So does Dunford. May take him down. For what? I don't believe in violence. They do. Happy birthday, Obama. Hope cancer karma doesn't catch up with you. I wouldn't wish that on my worst fucking enemy. But we'll let God figure that out, because that's who you are. You're the 19, 20, 21 Utah Jazz. That's exactly who you are. Best record in baseball. Give them a fucking trophy before they ever fucking won anything. Go give him another Nobel Prize. He killed more people and drove more people to death than even fucking Bush. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. For I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, Obama, Trump, I fear no evil, and you are evil. Fukushima cover-up is the greatest crime in human history. Stand tuned.